Like halfway to work before I realized I feel a little breezy down there. I look down and my little guy's like, haha, I'm feeling
Hello.
good. It's like a dog sticking his head out the window.
Hey, hello, you forgot to play with me today.
You forgot.
We've been live for about 17 seconds.
It's alright. Well, let's go from that to the time someone stole my bike, because I know you enjoy
that's a
that
good
story.
Right. Alright, so I think Lathan has something to start this off with.
Alright, first of all, we apologize for missing 2 weeks. So, we're back.
Unforeseen things happened 2 weeks ago.
I was sick as fuck.
And rules are liquid.
He
And
was
my
sick.
big toe went missing.
I had
That's
family
right
things going on.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so we apologize for missing. But, first thing we're going to dive right into, it's not going to be sports related. I got a little story to tell you guys about.
This is within the hour.
This
Within
this
the
guy.
hour.
Yeah, this just happened today.
Breaking
This is-
news.
Breaking news.
Not just today,
So-
but moments ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so the computer that we use
That size says it all, right?
to record the podcast, he keeps at his parents' house. So me and him hop in his car and we're on the way to go get his computer so we can record, right? So he gets a call from his mom and she's like, "Hey Josh,
Oh god.
you should probably stop at the store and pick up work shoes. The dog chewed them." And so one thing you guys don't know about Josh, but all of us can attest to, is when this guy gets mad, he scratches his head faster than you've ever seen.
It's like he's trying to start a fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he'll just scratch his head fast as hell, right?
He looks like the Flash when he fucking jabs
Yeah,
through the button.
exactly like that.
His
So-
face goes red like an Angry Bird.
So I'm sitting in the passenger seat and I see the hand just going and I'm like, oh no, this fool's getting mad. So he's like trying to get off the phone with his mom or whatever. So he's like whatever, and he just hangs up on her, right? And then foot just goes to the floor and we're just picking up speed. I'm looking at the speedometer. It's like
He's gonna have you pulled over.
it's like 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy's crazy. And then
hold on, let me explain why I got so mad. Because it was my work shoes, and these dogs have eaten my work shoes 3 or 4 other
No,
times.
it's been more than that, bro.
4 times these dogs have eaten my work shoes, and on top
I
of
think
that,
you
they
just
ate
started
$100
about
pair of cleats that I own. So I was pretty upset.
So anyways, so we're picking up speed real quick. And then so this fool just gets mad. He hangs up the phone and just chucks his phone at his windshield. Okay? And the battery comes out, the back comes off, and his phone just falls, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, this fool's going crazy.
He's gonna fucking.
And so he's scratching his head, his foot's just on the
Seatbelt's
floor.
going on.
I don't know what the hell's going on. And so we get at about 110 and we're cruising at like 110. And then this fool looks over, and then I just hear, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, oh god, what now? And
By the way, that's the signature move.
Yeah.
Yes.
and I look,
Outside
Head
of
scratch,
scratching.
what the fuck? Start running, because someone's going to die.
and I look, and this fool's windshield is cracked. And so he's like, oh,
It looks like a star.
and so he's feeling it. He's like trying to feel if he's the cause of it. And he's like, I don't feel a crack. Like it has to be on the outside. And so he's just pissed. He's like, man, damn it. I'm like, well, I'm sitting there thinking, well, you just threw your fucking phone at the windshield. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? And so we pull into his parents' driveway, and he's like feeling it outside. And he's like, what the hell? Like, so it's like cracked in the inner layer or something. And so this fool literally got so mad that he threw his phone and cracked his windshield, and then is mad that his windshield's cracked.
That's like when I punched my wall.
This happens a lot. We play League of Legends. I got mad, super mad. I threw my mouse so hard it ripped out of my computer. It broke the mouse, and then I got even more angry because I broke my mouse.
Here's the
Downward
after story.
spiral.
Here's the after story for that. I go to Best Buy with him to get another mouse, and he goes, "That mouse is crap anyway. It was stupid, whatever." And then we get there, he's like, "Oh, they have the same exact mouse, but in green." So he buys the same mouse. The one he said was crappy. Is that one?
Show it.
Right there.
That's
That.
the one he has now.
That's the same exact one he had before, but is green, so he bought it.
It's not as bad as the other.
You know what?
one. It's
I'm
not as
honestly
broken.
surprised, and then I'm pretty sure like me and Alex can attest to this as well. Is that the pants was still on?
Oh my gosh.
The pants were still
What was
on.
that? We were playing Madden the other day when he did that.
Wait, what?
I think.
Pants came off during
No,
Madden.
no. Look, listen, okay? Just because we were playing
That's the
with
first
balls.
time I'm hearing it.
Just
That's
because we
what
were
it says.
playing with balls. Yeah, Madden. Throw the ball.
Yeah, playing with balls.
Yeah.
Okay, and pants
Right,
came off.
right.
Good combo.
No. We were playing with Madden, and we were playing 3 people on a team, and we were playing against him.
No, who was it? I think
Was it
it
the
was
night I
you
left?
versus him,
I
and
think.
then we were like,
Was it
just
that night I left?
I don't remember.
No,
No.
I know. I know
You beat
the
him.
4 of us were there. Oh yeah, I
beat
just
him.
beat him. I think you were playing him
Yeah.
because I stood in for his team.
yeah,
when he
yeah.
left. So these two were playing, and normally what happens with Josh, he's like, "Oh yeah, I scored a touchdown. I'm gonna kick your ass." Blah blah blah. Pick.
He talks.
Why
some
am I
mad
down
shit.
by 21? This game's stupid. It's cheating me. That shouldn't have been a pick. I'm like, dude, there wasn't even a wide receiver there. You just threw it up, and it's a pick. Just sucked it up. And then I think he threw a pick 6 or something, and it just sent him over the edge because he has massive rage issues. If you haven't noticed by now. And he just went rushed out of the house, and so I sit down on the chair, and I got in my house I have the TV to the wall, and there's a hallway straight down and to my front door. So he's on that side of the TV. I'm right here, and I can't see. Lathan's on the couch, and my couch looks right at the door on the part that comes out. And I see Lathan laughing when I hear the door open back up. And I hear Josh coming through, and he's like, "This is stupid. I'm never playing Madden again." Which he said that to about every game we've ever played.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because of me, mainly. But he comes in, and all out of the corner of my eye, all I see is skin. This dude ran outside, took his clothes off, came inside. He was boxers were on, okay?
Okay.
He was wearing underwear.
He wasn't that mad then. He
No,
had a whole other
no.
level
He came
could've
in.
gone.
Nah, his wing wasn't flapping, but
No, he came in nothing but underwear and threw his clothes on the ground and just I fucking paused the game. That was it. We were done. And
I had to cool off somehow.
anyways, the only reason we're recording this podcast right now and he's here is because he got an ice cream cone. Otherwise, he probably would have drove him to a brick wall or
From
something.
where?
McDonald's.
well, here's the thing: is
Well, I mean, those ice cream cones do make me happy though.
yeah, but
Those ice cream cones are good.
Dairy
The-
Queen
the
with that
thing-
like chocolate or the
Nah,
cherry.
those
dip.
ice cream cones are good at McDonald's.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I got a
Straight up
McFlurry the
vanilla?
other day. That was
Hey,
pretty
we
bomb.
pulled up to the drive-thru. The first thing I said, they're like, "Hi, how are you doing?" I cut him off and said, "Is your ice cream machine working?" He said,
he's like,
Hi,
no,
well,
literally,
is your ice cream
literally,
working?
before we get to the window to order, he looks at me, he's like, "I'm getting an ice cream cone." Just like that. Just like that, I swear to God.
Okay, ice
It's
cream
like a
cone
little-
or naked Josh? Let's go with the ice cream cone.
I'm like a little
I'm
kid when I
surprised
get
that they
angry.
weren't in the
but I have
drive-thru.
money.
Lathan looks down at his phone, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, ice cream machine's not working." He looks up, Josh, without getting out of the car, just naked,
Naked.
just nothing.
My name Bronson. I like no.
Like you didn't even take your seatbelt off. What the hell?
On that note, I think we could dive into our first topic.
Yeah.
I think we should at this
Yeah,
point.
good Josh.
We've been
Good
talking
job.
about 9 minutes here.
Time.
That's the best
Oh.
intro ever.
Oh, yep. Moving on.
All right. So we missed a lot. Unfortunately, I was out of town, so we missed the second week.
First.
No, that was
No,
the
the
second.
second week we missed that.
Oh, you
first
mean
week
like
was
missing
in-
the second week of the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second podcast.
So, but we missed some college stuff we were trying to go over, but we're just gonna have to jump in for NFL.
Isn't this podcast number 3?
yes.
Yeah, but
Well,
it should
we
be
missed-
Oh,
five.
real
straight.
quick,
Should be five.
if we're gonna talk on college, you see his shirt. Week 1, of NCAA.
Oh man.
These people right here.
You're not even on camera.
You're not even close.
That is backwards. Anyway,
Good job.
those
Who else
people's,
got next?
those people's,
Oh
the
my
biggest
God.
loss in NCAA history.
No,
of
They blew
all
the
time.
biggest point spread ever.
Yeah, they
My
blew the biggest-
daughter
it was a
was there to
46
see the
point favorite.
humiliation.
We were 46-point favorites to Howard, and we lost. I'm done with that subject. We're going to NFL.
I will say it in
That's
the
a
next,
sore subject.
in the
right
next
there.
few weeks. You will see probably a vlog or something of us
Hey,
all going
good
to
news.
the
Hawaii's
UNLV
actually
game.
doing good.
You know,
Okay.
When is it?
I'm going to try to make
I will look
What?
that up.
that.
We should buy tickets.
Yes.
That's what we're thinking about.
$26,
so-
right?
Last I checked, it was $26.
Yeah, we should buy tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Well,
got, what,
I mean,
4 weeks? 6
I
weeks?
gotta
checking it
figure out where my family is sitting because I think they're going to that game as well. They're coming up here to Vegas.
Okay, cool.
Watch the Hawaii game. So
Not different.
I'll go talk to them and
It's pretty much what I see.
Yeah, because no one goes.
that is true. After week 1, I don't think anybody.
It's the fourth.
Oh, we won our second game.
Looks like
Yeah.
And on
Back
road
November.
too.
Oh yeah, our
Okay.
seats were like
Too much.
somewhere
Okay.
For the
far on the other
Fourth
side of
November.
our
I
city
have
and
enough money
shit.
saved
We're
if I
like,
have to
hell
take
no.
it.
Cool. All right. So
believe
first
it says
topic.
11
All right,
let's
four,
get it. Let's
so-
get it.
So we're just
Yeah.
gonna start.
Oh, it's an early game. It's at 3 p.m.
It's fine.
Oh,
on Saturday.
nice.
Was it Saturday?
College games are always on Saturday, right?
Yeah, sometimes that Friday.
I checked. It was.
I work.
Well, that's alright. I'll just switch with, what's her name? Because, Kim actually told me today that I can't, so haha.
Nice.
All right.
First
Got
topic.
it.
What do we got? What are we diving into?
We're just gonna start with week 1 results. We're gonna start top to bottom, just in the order I wrote them, I guess. It doesn't really matter. First one, Kansas City versus New England.
I knew it, but I changed.
I made him change, and
I
then I
fucking
didn't
knew it.
realize that I actually picked the Chiefs too in the last podcast.
Listen, guys. Listen. Let me just. I have a witness.
Alright, okay.
Can I just hold up my arms the whole time?
This
I'm
man-
listening for this?
Hold on.
you have to hold
This
it.
man was
Like,
saying
you have to show
Chiefs for a good 2 weeks before the NFL season
I called
started.
it.
I believe he might have even called it in the first podcast we did. And he said, Chiefs, 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 Chiefs. This dude says something, and he goes, Patriots.
But I knew it. I had a gut feeling that the Chiefs were just gonna come out there.
I mean,
and
don't get me
win.
wrong. I'm happy they won because I picked them.
But,
And the thing is, I spent all week thinking I picked
Where's
the
mine?
Patriots because like you made me
Over
change
there,
my
yeah, low-key,
mind.
that looked hella
So I
good.
was like, okay, well maybe I picked him too because I made him change his mind. And then we look at the podcast
I'm not
like 10
picked
minutes
him.
ago, and he goes, "Wait, you picked the Chiefs?" Like damn straight I did. I don't know when, but I did it.
Anyways,
So-
I said it for like literally. I had been saying it from the pretty much when the schedule got released, and I saw the Chiefs were playing the Patriots. I had been saying the Chiefs were gonna win that game, and then on the podcast, the only top for some reason on the podcast, I'm like, oh, Patriots are gonna win.
So, since we're still on the Patriots and Chiefs, do you guys think Kareem Hunt is going to be as good as he was the first week?
No.
Or do you think that's just a one-time thing?
I don't think it's a one-time
They're
thing.
playing the Eagles, so I don't know.
I don't think it'll be a one-time thing, but I don't think he's like the next AP.
Well, I don't
Le'Veon
think
or-
he's gonna have like crazy rushing numbers because he
No.
was involved in the passing game as well.
Yeah.
And the thing is they got Tyreek Hill to spread that out, so they gotta look out for him downfield. They've got a lot of other downfield threats there. Excuse me, jeez. So I mean, if he's sitting on an under route, he can make a quick 11 yards for a first down. If you've got everybody down the field and you just send him on a little end route.
Or an option.
Yeah,
or,
option or cut or
Yeah,
something.
or he just leaks out of the backfield after he chip blocks or something like that.
Yeah, because I mean, he fumbled one time, but he
and
had
then after that, it was just lights out.
he had 148 rushing yards on 17 carries.
He's got the stats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did a
Nerd.
lot of research.
Well,
I told these guys too, and they did nothing.
Your page, your book is literally just white.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
well, that's how much research I did. All that white is actually black.
There's ink on that.
Well, it seems. I know. I know. During our
There's ink on that, too.
first podcast we ever did,
That's what I was
remember
going for, the ink.
specifically
Yeah,
clearly
okay.
saying this that I didn't want to go over rookies because rookies could be either a flame or or could be really good. But I mean, seeing how a lot of the rookies have performed in week 1 was kind of exciting.
Well,
I ain't gonna lie. It was actually not that bad.
Believe it or not, a lot of the ones we picked to do good in our video
Mhm.
actually did good.
Actually did very well.
TJ Watt.
I
Yeah.
said TJ Watt.
TJ
I
Watt.
said it first.
I
Watch
said-
the podcast. Watch the fucking podcast
scratch
back.
his head.
Watch the podcast back. I said it first.
You knocked this camera a little bit.
I said it first.
Oh,
It's on.
He was
So.
I need that.
All right.
I guarantee I said it first.
We'll look at that.
I guarantee.
I said TJ Watt. I think I went first.
All right.
I don't know where the pen went.
Oh,
And then-
what the hell?
I don't know what the hell happened, but Alex Smith all of a sudden figured out how to throw over 20 yards.
No, look, that's
Like
the
a piece
most
of ham.
on and off quarterback. One of the most on and off quarterbacks in the league.
I've never seen him be able to throw the
Hey,
deep
grab
ball
one.
that many times in a game, though. He hit Hunt and Hill
Tyreek, yeah.
like in stride, not
I mean-
like I just gotta slow down. Kind of like in stride.
Dude,
It was just
I mean,
beautiful
something out of,
passes.
like,
I mean, granted,
Frankenstein.
Tyreek Hill was like
He did that on the
open by
49ers. He did that on the
Pizza
49ers.
maker, man.
You haven't seen much of it on the Chiefs because they don't
Well,
have that style of
Andy,
offense.
yeah, I was saying Andy Reid's scheme is more of a what they call
Ham
dip and
and
dunk.
squid.
Yeah, but
Weird.
he's more than capable of doing
was
it.
weird.
I just feel like
he's
he's inconsistent.
I was chewing on my squid, and then I bit a piece of ham, and I was like, "That's really, really weird."
You are so
Um,
Asian.
I'm not going to talk about injuries because we got a whole section for that. But I don't know. It's just, Casey's had a good defense for a while, but I haven't seen that type of explosion from their offense.
But
I,
see,
I
here's
think Hunt brings a little extra that they need because now Alex Smith can do the little drop off passes, and then they can still take them yards.
No, but see,
to the
here's-
house. And you got two people. That can
Here's
do
the
that.
thing that another question about that game that I took away is that a testament to how good Kansas City's defense is, or was that a lot of struggles from the Patriots offense, or a combination of both?
Well, I mean,
Because the Patriots offense looked really sloppy.
Tom
really
Brady's
sloppy.
accuracy was off, but Danny Amendola took a couple slants for like 20 yards. He was 6 for 100.
But they just didn't look like the Patriots were used to.
No,
Like we're accustomed to seeing.
but still, I'm not
In
saying
New
they have an
England-
elite defense, but they have.
In New England, that didn't look like the Patriots we see. Like
Yeah,
we
but-
should see.
But what I'm saying is the offense is now explosive. So even if the defense is slacking a little bit, it looks like the offense
talking
can
Chiefs
now.
here?
Yeah, the offense can now actually pick up the slack. They're not winning games 19-13 because the offense is like, oh well, defense got a
Yeah,
touchdown. we can
47
just
is
screw
impressive.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
not 100% convinced, or 42. Still not 100% convinced on KC's offense, but I think
I'm not
I think
100% either, but they look like one of the teams that actually had a good
I-
O-line.
they're the
There
top.
was
I
a
think
lot of piss poor O-line play.
I think they probably are my top 2 in the AFC.
I think that if Oakland doesn't win it, I think KC will get number 1.
I think KC wins that division. I
Well,
don't
that's what I'm
think
saying
Oakland
is
does.
one of those two is going to win
that division.
not
and
only
probably
win that
the
division,
AFC.
but going to be number 1 in the entire AFC. Whichever one wins that division will probably be.
I think the Chiefs win that
The
division.
only person that I think will be close to that would probably be Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
after their performance,
Because
which
who's
we'll
the other
get to.
division in the AFC besides the Patriots division?
The Titans and
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jaguars. and
They're all
Colts.
done. Yeah.
If the Titans hit a hot streak, maybe, but I don't think they're going to go 13-3.
Nah.
I think they might actually hit 10 wins, but we'll see what happens.
Continue on from the Chiefs
oh.
because we were on there for like 7 minutes.
But one thing that you mentioned, last 3 times New England has lost their opening game of the season, they have won the Super Bowl.
I believe it was home opener.
Oh, home openers. Okay, there you go. Lost their home openers.
They're not going to
They
win the Super Bowl.
won the
Calling
Super
it. Quote me.
I doubt it.
Quote me.
I don't think.
I believe, actually, I got it right here.
They'll get knocked out
for
right here.
like a few months just to go over
New
this
England.
specific part.
Yep, I said
It's
11-5
on that.
from New England. I'm calling it
I said
on the
14-2,
money.
but I don't know if that's actually gonna happen.
Nah, not even close. You're
All right.
tripping, dog.
Next game, Piss 4 versus not quite.
Yeah, we
as
can
Piss
skip
4.
over this one real quick. We'll just briefly go over
Well,
this. We knew
Jets
this
in
game was going to be
Buffalo.
a shit show.
Well, the thing is the thing I want to talk about is
Shady?
LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, shady.
He's 29, which isn't freaking old, but for a running back, he's getting close. I mean,
He's
Adrian Peterson's what 31, 32, and he looked like crap.
well,
That's
the Saints' offensive line looked like crap.
Well, yeah, but I mean, still, he didn't look.
the only thing I want to say
he
about
had 8 carries for 9 yards.
Shady,
and he had a longest carry of 7.
Shady LaShawn McCoy is still probably the best, like, shifty back in the league.
So don't give him to Alex.
I'm still thinking about it. Let's see what happens.
But, well, the thing, I didn't offer him crap. I offered him Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
So
Don't give him
to Alex.
Don't give him to Alex.
Anyway,
Alex,
I don't care too much
he's
for
yours.
this game.
well, here's the other thing I
I'm
want to talk about. I
contrary.
wrote down a few things here. Sorry. I don't know how Josh McCown's still playing. That's just a side note. I really.
Like it was bothering your brain so hard.
No,
it had to come out.
I
It
wrote
was
that
like,
down in here. And I'm just like, I wrote it down. I'm like, how he's a piece of crap as far as a player.
like literally wrote down piece of crap.
There was a guy
No, there's a
named
picture. It's an
Khalif
emoji.
Raymond,
Of the smiley
or
poop.
Raymond. He's
Yeah,
a
that
wide
thing.
receiver for the Jets. I believe he's wide receiver number 5
Who?
for the Jets. Khalif Raymond. He's their return man. He did 5 returns for them between kick and punt, and he fumbled twice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that he on the Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't care.
That makes-
No, but I'm saying
Yes,
that's
it
that makes sense.
That makes
it's
sense.
just
Okay, can we talk about this? How the Jets looked like they were Jets mid-season form because they had a return from a punt. He was running it down the field, and then he looked like he was going to take it all the way back, and then his own teammates tackled him.
that was an interception.
Was it interception?
And I believe
So it's a
yes, yeah, or it is this game. The Jets ran into each other and kept each other from a pick 6. But here's the thing: the dude got blocked so hard he fell into the
I
other
know,
guy.
but the
was-
way it looked was
I know.
because the guy on the right of him actually tripped, and then the guy on the left of him got pushed into it, so it just looked like a whole mess.
Well, he was getting ready to jump over the first guy,
Still don't care about this game.
but it's still funny to talk about the Jets'
the
miseries.
New York Jets. What do we have to talk about them?
That's
Nothing.
it's 2 teams that aren't going to make the
Well,
playoffs.
here, let me sum up their season. 4 of 14 on 3rd down against the Bills. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's 2 teams that aren't going to make playoffs.
Yeah. We're
Next.
just not gonna. Yeah.
Atlanta and Chicago.
Atlanta should have lost that game. Holy shit,
The-
Atlanta should have lost that game.
The Bears. Hey, never mind. Wrong.
The
wrong game.
Bears had 4 plays inside the 5-yard line.
And 2 passes were dropped by pretty good throws by Mike Glennon.
The Falcons caught the biggest break of week 1. 100% they should have lost that game. Without a doubt. They should have lost that game 23-24 to the Chicago Bears.
And the only reason
with Mike Glennon as their quarterback.
the only reason they scored one of their touchdowns was because Anthony Hooper, who I don't think I've ever even heard of before.
Me either. I don't know who that is. He's a
He's-
tight end.
Sounds like a serial killer.
Yeah, he is a tight end. He shoved the fuck.
Oh, he gave the stiff arm since that was the best stiff
Not
arm I've
only
seen
did
since
he give-
Marshawn Lynch.
Not only and Steve Smith. He's a stiff arm artist.
No, but you know the play I'm talking about.
Yeah,
the Marshawn run
against
against the Saints.
Yeah,
That's the best stiff arm I've seen since then.
he
I
sent
saw a
this
good
dude
stiff-
to China,
Yeah, he just get off me. Yeah.
and then he just.
I saw one where
found
he
a way
grabs
to
it.
get-
I saw one where
Bro,
the dude grabs his
pushed him
face
to China.
and literally
Yeah.
shoves him into the dirt, like immediately below him.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know who it was, but it was the best stiff arm I have ever seen. It
Yeah,
was
oh
not
yeah.
that
You want
one.
to talk about bad 3rd downs from the last game? Atlanta was 5 of 11 and Chicago was 5 of 13.
I'm just still mad that Chicago didn't win that game.
I know, I am too. But
Even though I hate the Chicago Bears, I'm a Packers fan. I just can't believe they lost that
Yeah.
game.
and as much as everybody's giving Mike Glennon crap,
He had a pretty decent game.
he was like mediocre, like the definition of mediocre.
Yeah.
He was 26 of 40, so slightly better than 50%. I think he just barely broke 60. 213 yards and 1 touchdown. The reason they were in that game is because he did not turn the ball over. Luckily, because his first throw of the preseason was a pick 6. I mean, granted, it's preseason, but
Yeah.
you just don't know with the decision making. When he was in Tampa, we didn't really see enough from him. I liked him from what I saw. I thought he had a chance to develop, but I don't think the Bears is the team to develop somebody.
The one thing about that game though is that Julio was a non-factor.
I mean, he
I
made a
wish he
couple
was.
big
What
plays.
did he have? 77 yards.
66 on
66.
only 4 catches, but I believe he got 2 first downs off those catches. So
All I know is Julio only gave me like 6 fantasy points.
I'm just saying, I cannot for coming. I mean, I know they blew a 28-point lead. I know they lost their offensive coordinator, but to almost lose to the Chicago Bears is bad.
That is true.
That's bad.
To almost lose to
It's
the
week
Chicago
1.
Bears.
the Chicago Bears do look much better than they did last year. though.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So
They're still probably.
now if they lose against the Colts or barely win against the Colts like this year, we got some problems.
Yeah.
The Bears are looking better. We'll see what they look like in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
But-
they're really a team.
I hate-
We gotta win.
They got
for a
good
while.
running backs though.
I hope
Yeah.
the Bears do
The
The
better.
Bears
guy-
running
What
situation.
What is it,
So I can
Tariq
talk crap to Dave.
Cohen? Tariq Cohen? That guy was pretty good.
Yeah.
He was better in the passing game than the rushing game, but it was.
I think he
definitely-
genuinely gets upset every time I bring up the Bears, though.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Dave.
Walmart
The
guy.
podcast don't know who
Oh,
you're talking
he's a
about.
Bears
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think we can move on to the
Yeah,
next game.
other than Baltimore and Cincinnati. One
That
of the blowouts.
was unexpected.
I didn't think
for
it was going to
me.
be a blowout.
The Cincinnati didn't even score a point.
Yeah, well,
That's what I was surprised with.
unfortunately, we will probably have to slightly cover tonight because the way our podcast works is coming out. We do this Thursday nights, but we do it late at night. So week 2 has already started. The game just finished tonight, and you guys will have seen this. And if not, if you guys hear it first on here, Cincinnati has still not scored a touchdown.
No.
2 weeks.
Andy
2 weeks without a touchdown.
Andy Dalton looks.
God.
They're going to
pitiful.
look like the Rams from last year.
Did they at least get a,
till
did
week
they at least
3.
get a field goal?
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
it was
got
not.
three.
It was
They got
9-13.
9 points, 3 field goals.
The only touchdown that was scored by the Texans was a 49-yard
Wait a second.
run by
Who's their
Deshaun
kicker? I might have to
Watson.
pick him up.
So, well, they didn't even score a point first week.
Yeah, nothing.
So, my biggest concern with Cincinnati, and it's always been my concern with Cincinnati, is Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
I've said for years that Andy Dalton is not a good franchise quarterback, and he's showing you why this year.
And this is what he did do.
He's
his
got
team.
AJ Green.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
come on.
I know. And AJ Green barely still put up anything when he was on going against me
Yeah.
last week.
Because it's Andy Dalton throwing to him.
This is what Andy Dalton did to the Cincinnati Bengals. Baltimore held the ball for 34 minutes. Cincinnati for 26. That's 8 minutes of difference. That's half of a quarter.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Alex
It's
did a
abysmal.
lot of research.
Abysmal.
Yeah.
Abysmal.
I'll tell you what though, they're
Abysmal.
Damn
the
it. You gonna make me spell it?
Cincinnati's defense is
Ah,
still looks
abysmal.
pretty good.
Abysmal.
They're not on offense.
Oh,
Right,
abysmal.
but Terrence West, their running back, looked good against
That's
them.
so well.
I think that.
Oh,
He had
abysmal.
80 yards and a touchdown.
I think.
You like that one, huh, Josh?
You had a good nap.
Yeah, I did. I had a great nap.
I think that
Happy ending of that
Marvin
match.
Lewis loses his job.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, I hope he does. Let's
So
put it that
happy
way.
ending.
They,
I think you put AJ McCarron in at this point.
oh, I've loved AJ
Hey,
McCarron
AC
out
don't
of
have
college.
to sit.
I was hoping Tampa would pick him up as a backup. And this is before we had Winston and Mariota on the table. I was hoping they'd pick up AJ McCarron because if you look at the guys that last the longest in the NFL, the guys that are 39, 40, they're all pocket passers. You can move if they have to.
Well,
but
Tom
they-
Brady can't move.
Tom
yeah,
Brady
but
is
he's,
stiff.
Peyton
he's
Manning
set
can't
up in
move.
a system where he can just dump it off and not
Peyton
have to
Manning
really
can't move. So there's quarterbacks that don't have to move, but
Yeah,
I get what
but
you're saying.
they
I get
have
what
to
you're
be
saying.
set up
I
on a
felt good
specific
about myself
team.
today. I thought I was faster than Tom Brady until we figured out we were only running 35
Oh my
yard
God.
sprints instead
I'm
of
not-
40.
Don't
I
even
told
bring
Naomi,
that
we're done
don't
with
even
that.
bring
I'm
that
not
up.
even talking
Don't even
about
bring
that.
that up.
Um,
But yeah, no.
I just
Yeah, we can.
And you
Hey, start AJ
still
McCarron.
were,
Start AJ McCarron. See what happens. You don't have anything to lose. Bengals.
He almost
Bengals. You
won-
don't have a touchdown. Start AJ McCarron.
In his first start, he almost
Won a
won them
playoff game.
playoff game.
Start AJ
Against
McCarron.
Houston's defense.
Start AJ McCarron. You don't have anything to lose. You look terrible. Next game.
All right, Pittsburgh and Cleveland. I think other than Atlanta and Chicago, this is one of the biggest surprises of the week because I had Roethlisberger. I checked my fantasy in the middle of the second quarter, and he had 3 points, and I shit myself.
I had Le'Veon. He gave me like 4 points total.
Yeah,
I mean,
He's
I know
got-
I didn't want to overwork him, but
he got 32 yards on 10 carries.
yeah, it was.
Trevor's like, I wish I
Well,
knew
the
my
thing is
fantasy
he-
stats.
He skipped.
Yeah, exactly.
He
I'm
skipped
gonna
all,
get on the whole
all of
fucking
the free
season.
camps
Yeah.
and OTAs and everything, so he
How
wasn't
do I
really
even
in
do it in
shape.
my first week?
So
You
I
did not even close.
You lost.
And Antonio Brown,
I think you lost.
even though Ben Roethlisberger
You
kinda
almost
crapped
beat
him.
Lathan with 3 players getting you 0 points. If you would have
That
changed,
was the first week.
yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're starting the second week now. Yeah.
Just
no, that,
changing
y'all
that
are
is
the kings of having different conversations while we're having a conversation.
That's
Y'all
what
want to
we
always
do.
talk about how you don't get to
BSSN.
say nothing on here. That's why.
Right.
Well, y'all,
I
y'all
can't
just
focus.
talking up a storm like your own thing.
Well, I'm mentioning stats, but you give an
Tea
opinion
party,
on.
man.
Anyway, I didn't really get to watch this game, so I don't know if Cleveland's defense looked good or Pittsburgh's offense looked bad.
I'm probably gonna say right now, Antonio Brown. I don't care when Odell comes back at any point. Antonio Brown probably by far will be the best wide receiver this year.
Julio. Don't count out Julio.
I'm not
I
gonna
got
count
both
him
of
out.
them on my
but-
fantasy team.
But here's the thing: Ben Roethlisberger had 263 passing yards, 182 to Antonio Brown, and he threw up a prayer on second down when they could have run the ball to waste time at the end of the game, and he caught it over 3 defenders. 3. He just Ben Roethlisberger was like, "Oh, here," and Antonio Brown's, "Oh, don't worry, bro, I got you." Just caught that shit.
I got it.
I still think Julio's better.
Just
That's
put
my
your
opinion.
glove up.
Doesn't
and then do
matter.
the rest
And
of
then
the
the
work.
only other guy that really got any yards was Jesse James, their tight end. Got 6 receptions, 41 yards, and he caught the 2 touchdowns.
Jesse James. That
Yeah.
just reminds me of Pokemon.
Jesse James.
Yeah. Meow. That's right.
Who names it?
Oh my god.
Anyway,
How
I
did
didn't
I
really
not
get to
catch
catch
that
much
yet?
of that game.
Oh yeah, and I don't know who picked up Isaiah Crowell, Josh, but he had 33 rush yards on 17
I don't have him.
carries. I thought that was you that picked him up.
No, I Powell.
Oh, Powell. Okay. I thought you said
So-
Crowell when you were
Yeah,
drafting.
I don't know. I still think I think the Steelers are still probably one of the top AFC teams, but
And
I mean
then-
that is a division game. Don't
yeah,
forget that's a
and
division
then,
game.
and then
It was in Cleveland,
Deshaun
right?
Kaiser's first start, and he didn't look too bad against that.
It was in
Steelers
Cleveland,
defense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Cleveland. It's a division game. Don't read too much into it. Steelers still top 3 AFC team.
Yeah, but Deshaun Kaiser
Top 4 maybe.
Deshaun Kaiser looked pretty good as well, even
Yeah.
against that Steelers defense. So, yeah. All right. Arizona, Detroit, the comeback of the week, probably. This game for me, kind of.
Did you see that?
No.
Because of what happened in
I
this
showed you
game, I
guys.
have to retract. Probably, well, no, not probably. I was thinking about that when he first got injured, but I'm gonna have to retract Arizona out of my Super Bowl.
I told you Arizona wasn't winning that division too.
Well, they had any kind of chance, but in David
no, they
Johnson's
didn't.
out.
They didn't.
They did.
They didn't.
They were winning that game until they got
They-
hurt.
They didn't have a chance. I'm talking about to win the division.
Oh yeah,
They didn't have a chance. I don't know why you picked them.
because they had a chance.
No, they didn't have a chance, bro.
Who,
David
Arizona?
Johnson.
They didn't have a chance to win the division. No.
Okay. Well, we'll disagree on that.
I agree with Alex.
I think the
Uh,
Rams have a better chance of winning that division.
No way.
Yeah.
No, you know what, Nathan? Stick with your gut. Stick with your gut. 'cause
I'm
you-
still saying Seattle wins the division.
Kansas City.
No, I'm saying
No, that's what I'm saying. No, stick with your gut because we
Oh.
don't want another Kansas City. to
Yeah,
have
no,
to
I'm not.
watch.
Gonna, I'm sticking by what I'm saying. I don't think that.
That's fine. That's not. You don't have to be persuaded by me.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't
because
think-
I mean, it's not like, you know.
I didn't even pick the Patriots, and I still persuaded you to pick them.
Yeah,
I
I'm
honestly
just
don't
saying.
even know how
I
that
still
happened.
think Seattle wins that division. I think Rams probably get second.
These are not the droids you were looking for.
Larry Fitzgerald still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
He's doing good. Golden Tate was just fucking nuts. And then there was a rookie I'd never even heard of, Kenny Galladay. He got 2 touchdowns and 69 yards on 4 catches in that game for Detroit. Never even heard of him.
Yep.
I don't know. Well, see if you can look it up. Quit drawing dick pics and start looking shit up.
Oh my god. He's still going.
Devin, give me a pen.
Hold up, I gotta send this one to Brunson.
Oh yeah, and then Arizona, they picked up Chad Johnson, CJ2K, because
Oh, you almost thought I almost thought it was fucking
no.
Ocho Cinco.
You mean Chris Johnson?
Yes.
What
Chris
the
Johnson.
hell?
That's what I said.
I was about to say Chad Johnson. What the? That nigga's retired.
Yep.
Yeah, you said Chad.
You know what?
That
he's-
fool was at the
I know,
Bengals
I
game
did.
today.
Yeah, I know. Did you hear what he said? There was something.
You like it, Brunson?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was anymore. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. That game wasn't.
I'm sorry, what am I looking
Matt
up?
Stafford did what I expected him to.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford is overpaid.
Debatable.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. Actually, no. I agree.
All
Not
players
debatable,
are
I agree.
overpaid as far as position goes. Not very.
It's not
Not by
debatable.
much.
What is it?
Okay, and then
Vagina.
the craziest upset in our opinion. I don't know of anybody that actually picked this team to win. Jacksonville over Houston.
Yeah, I don't think any of us
I
picked
won.
Jackson.
You know what? I didn't. You know what? I actually didn't take into account.
I think that was the first game we all went yeah on.
Listen, no, like,
One hand catch, not paying attention. It happens.
but this
That
is
was a
what
pin.
this is what
Doesn't matter, it
I
still happens.
this is what I personally didn't take into consideration
I
when
do have
talking
leads.
about this game. Is the fact that Houston doesn't have a quarterback. Tom Savage was the
Well, that's
starting
the thing
quarterback.
is we weren't 100% sure who they were gonna start
Yeah.
until I think he called it like 3 days before.
I didn't really
or
think
something
about
like,
that.
or a week
bro.
before. I mean, granted, we did it 2 weeks.
I didn't.
before.
Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that Houston didn't have a quarterback, and Jacksonville has a good defense.
Yes,
They
see,
do,
I
but
think
that
when we were-
offensive line for Houston was terrible. They gave up 10 sacks.
I can't.
Calais Campbell had what, 6 or 7?
I can't name somebody on that line.
I'm just saying. I
don't
think
know
we
anybody on
all
Houston's line.
we all took into account. It was like we were looking at Houston's defense.
Yeah,
That's-
pretty much.
That's what we were.
100%
That's
true.
the only thing that was clouding.
Yeah, I'm
our
like
minds.
J.J. Watt, Jadavion Clowney,
Like-
Houston.
Yeah,
But I
Houston.
didn't-
It was
but I didn't think
immediate.
about
That
that.
is literally what went
Did
through
you
my
guys
head.
hear
Yeah.
just what happened with Brian
Like
Cushing?
immediately.
Yeah,
He
10
just
weeks.
got
10 weeks
suspended
pets.
10 games for PEDs again.
Who?
And he's Brian
Brian
Cushing.
Cushing.
That's his second or third violation.
Second. His third carries a 2-year suspension.
For
That
what?
dude needs to chill out.
PEDs.
PEDs, performance enhancing drugs.
Peds.
I don't know how we didn't mention this first either, but Leonard Fournette was great.
Oh.
Averaged
yeah.
like 3.9 yards per carry, I think.
I wasted
I don't know
all
about
of his
great.
fantasy points.
100 yards on as a rookie against the Houston defense.
I don't know about great.
That's a great start for a
It's good.
rookie.
Yes.
Especially
For a
against that kind of
rookie,
defense.
Good.
Against
It's
that
good.
defense, it's for any rookie. That's a great way to start your
Yeah.
season.
Good.
That
It's a
kind of
really
run
good
game
play.
with Blake Bortles as your quarterback.
It's a good start.
It's a great start.
Actually, surprising though, Blake Bortles, 11 of 26, only 125 yards, but he didn't turn the ball over. So I think that played into them not losing any of their momentum.
Yeah.
Because
Was that game in
Nor-
Houston or in Jacksonville?
in Houston,
That's
what I'm saying.
Great
Normally,
game.
I'd expect Blake Bortles to be the same kind of stats, except 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. And that could change the game dramatically. I mean,
well,
because
not necessarily because Houston had no offense in that game.
no, but think about it changes field possession. 1, 2. If any of those are a pick 6, and it's earlier in the game, and that makes it 14-19.
Yeah, but
It's only a 5-point game. Momentum shifts. All this different stuff. It
yeah,
could
but your
make-
quarterback's
that's-
still Tom Savage.
No, that was when they switched shift after they had scored 7. That was when Deshaun Watson came in and scored the
Sean
touchdown.
Watson came in after halftime, didn't
Yeah, third quarter.
he? Yeah, so
But at halftime, I don't think that Jacksonville had more than 20 points.
yeah, but
So
they
they-
only got 29.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
game was already over because Houston wasn't putting up any offense. They had to make some kind of change to put up offense, and they still didn't put up.
That's
too
what I'm
much
saying. Is
offense.
these 2 picks could have made a difference.
Not really when your quarterback's Tom Savage.
But that's what I don't think you're getting what I'm saying. Is with Deshaun Watson coming in.
No, I'm saying like I understand what you're saying. Like the pick momentum switches, but if you don't have any offense going, you're not gonna get any offense going.
they had more once Deshaun Watson
What,
came in.
what Alex is trying to say is maybe they would have had their offense going if Deshaun Watson would have started
Tom
instead
Savage.
of Tom Savage.
No, that's
Oh,
not what I'm
if-
saying.
if
That's
Deshaun-
not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying
No, he's saying that he's
even
saying
with
that the pick would
exact
have
game that
jump started.
happened, I'm not saying it would have jump started Tom Savage, but a pick in the second half with Deshaun Watson having already scored a touchdown. It was 7 to.
Oh,
I
you're
believe,
talking
19.
second half. I thought you were talking like just
In general.
in general.
Well, yeah, in general, but I'm saying.
No,
is-
now you're
is-
switching up the second half. Don't try to bullshit on the bullshit sport. You said you didn't say second half. You threw in the second half just now.
Yeah, but 2 picks can come at any point in the game.
But
So
with I'm saying with Tom Savage, that doesn't make a difference. With Deshaun Watson, it might make a difference.
That's what I'm saying. That's
That's not what you said,
that's
though.
the whole
You're
point
saying
of-
that now.
The whole point I'm trying to make is that these interceptions
BSSN.
could have changed the game because Deshaun Watson was able to actually put up points with a team
Okay,
that
listen.
Tom
Stephen A.
Savage.
Smith. Come on.
Listen,
No.
after you threw in Deshaun Watson, I'll agree a little more. But you threw in Deshaun Watson late. If you would have said that from the beginning, I wouldn't have argued as much. But
Well, that was my entire point.
you never said Deshaun Watson, though.
I did. That was what I led with.
No, you didn't say 2 interceptions with Deshaun Watson. You said 2 interceptions.
Well, I was assuming that you would realize I'm talking about the game as it was.
Would you guys like me to mark this down so you can rewatch it to see if you actually said Deshaun Watson to begin with?
Yes,
It
time.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't
All
really
right.
matter.
Either way, none of us
moving
saw
on.
Houston losing that game.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah, none of us saw Houston losing it. I think, like I said, we immediately went towards Houston's defense,
Yeah.
and we were just like Houston, and we didn't take into account any other factor but Houston's defense.
Yeah.
Which was piss poor.
Well,
Not pissed.
also at the time we made the predictions, we also thought that Deshaun Watson might start.
I did think Deshaun Watson.
I thought it was
Yeah, I thought he was
too.
going to start too.
And I'm glad he started week 2 because
Well,
He
if
still
you-
didn't do much.
No,
he
okay,
scored the
see,
only
he did
touchdown,
enough to
but
win though.
he scored the only touchdown. But
Yeah, but I'm saying is if you do enough to win,
yeah, fair
he's
enough.
young.
He did that. That's all he did in college was do enough to win.
No, see, the only reason why
Yeah,
I
but he
think
also
he's a-
did it
He was a
against
winner.
Alabama.
He was a
defense,
winner in
too.
college. Yeah.
the only reason why, in my opinion, fucking Houston's defense looked pissed poor is because you're looking at Houston was at home. Houston usually has a good defense, and they let fucking Jacksonville, who for the past couple of years has been all over the place. We don't know who the fuck they are. You know what I mean? Houston has still the same fucking defense that they had for the past couple of years.
Then another thing with the Jaguars defense is we've been talking for 2 years about Jaguars defense actually has some talent on it. Jaguars defense then
Yeah.
never
No.
do anything.
Yeah,
Not 2 years.
and that's,
One.
about
and
2
that's what
years.
I'm saying.
They've
Whenever
been
Jalen Ramsey got drafted, which was last year, right?
That's just
2
my
years ago.
personal.
Was it?
Vernon Hargreaves got drafted 2 years ago as well.
Okay.
That is really just my personal
I know,
opinion
it's the
on the
same
Houston defense on why they look pissed
Yeah.
poor. Is because
They added more pieces this year, though. That defense does look good.
Yeah.
On paper, the defense looks really good.
It was
It's
supposed
just
to be good last year too.
Their-
but
their-
it just never came
their
together.
question mark is Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
Well, their question mark is if that defense can hold as well too, because
They got good
it's
corners.
They do, but it's
Now they have a
week
pass
1. It's
rush.
the same thing as every other team.
I mean, they have a pass rush now.
It's
They
just
have good
it's
corners.
just like the Vikings. They're 1-0 again. They were 6-0 last year.
No,
and they
5.
ended at 7-9. Or sorry, 5-0. They ended
Yeah.
at 7-9. So
We'll see.
Yeah,
If they
big,
can
big.
Because
hold
I was one of the people who actually last year thought Jacksonville would have a winning record. Boy, was I wrong.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
is
saying.
everybody thought, their defense might help them carry a little bit. And blah,
Yeah,
blah,
no,
blah.
I didn't
And
account
it
for
looks-
how
looks-
I didn't account for how goddamn bad Blake Bortles was gonna play. That fool threw for like 5,000 yards the season before, but then
Yeah.
I mean he threw a lot of picks. Albeit, but-
and then I also didn't account for the Houston O-line being that bad.
yeah,
I didn't think that 10 sacks. There were 2 games with 10 sacks in the week 1. I don't remember what the other one was.
I don't know.
Where's Josh? He's supposed to be looking this shit up.
Anyway, next game.
It's already almost snowed.
What?
What?
Who?
It's almost
2
midnight.
games had 10 sacks in them. It was Jackson and
It's
Houstonville.
11:46.
Houstonville. Oh my God, Jacksonville and Houston,
Okay.
and then there was another game,
The Colts game, I thought it was?
maybe.
All right, let's move on to the next
All right.
game.
Packers and Seahawks.
Hey.
17-9.
I didn't think it would be the way it was, but I knew the Packers would win.
Literally all defense the entire game.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was some questionable refereeing in that game. Definitely.
I know, I pissed you off. And it was all a joke.
But
there was some very questionable calls. I mean, but that just seems to be the Seattle Green Bay
every
rap.
time. Every time.
That seems to be the Seattle Green Bay rap at this point for the past.
It's always
couple of
bad
years.
officiating.
It's always bad officiating. You know what I mean?
It's funny because we were sitting down watching the game, and they threw a flag for unsportsmanlike conduct for two guys jawing at each other. And I was like, really? You're going to call it on that? Wait till someone punches each other. The next play, they start throwing each other around, and someone gets ejected. I'm like, what the hell?
There was questionable refereeing on both sides.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
No,
I'm
it was
saying.
on- it
That's
was
what
on
I
both
meant
sides.
by question. That was not a block in the back. That very easily could have been a pick six.
There was a very blatant pass
Pass
interference
interference?
from the Packers
Yeah.
On
in
Jimmy?
the end zone.
Listen,
in the end
no,
zone.
but before that, they speared Devontae Adams, and nothing's called. The cornerback speared Devontae Adams, and then Earl
play.
Thomas came across and tried to pick
Yeah.
that ball. I'm like, where's the flag on that? The fool didn't even go for the ball. He just hit Adams before the ball was there.
Yeah.
There's another play where Rodgers went deep to, I think it was Nelson
For the
on the
touchdown?
sideline.
Oh.
No, it was on the sideline. And whoever the Jaguars defender was
You mean
jumped.
Seahawks?
Yeah, Seahawks. Jeez, now I'm still stuck on the Jaguars. Jumped up to get the ball, and before the ball even got there, he had like plowed into the Packers receiver.
Yeah,
and
that's.
I was like,
there was a lot of
and
pass
as they
interference
went
calls.
through the replay in slow motion, you could clearly see the ball. I don't even know if the ball was on the screen, and the broadcasters didn't even say anything. I'm like,
Right.
it's right there in front of you. The
There was
dude
a
just-
lot of missed pass interferences that game.
Yeah.
But
I was like, how can you miss that? I was like, they're playing it in slow motion, and not once on the TV was it mentioned.
I didn't think the game would go like that, but I knew the Packers were winning Lambeau.
I think the Seahawks are going to be the dud of the NFC this year.
I still don't.
I don't know.
still
The
think they're
biggest surprise to me.
Hey, that's what it
the
should be.
biggest
Studs and
surprise to me,
studs.
in all honesty, is the Packers defense.
good. Hell yeah. They
The
look
Packers
super
defense
good.
held all throughout the game because
For
I
once
ain't
in
gonna
what,
lie. The
20
Packers
years?
defense in the second half of each game, they look sloppy. They start to look sloppy.
Mhm.
It's because I mean, if you look at like
no clothes.
He's still on camera.
Am I? I was like,
that's the biggest surprise to me is the Packers defense.
Hell yeah.
Is that they held.
And
They look
From-
good throughout the
from
game.
play one,
From
when
play one.
when Nick Perry blew up the
Mhm.
left tackle,
Oh yeah.
from play one, they look good.
Yeah, they look phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
And if the Packers defense can stay that way, they will hold
If-
number one in power rankings. I
I'll-
guarantee you.
I'm gonna say this on air. I told Josh this earlier.
Mhm.
If the Packers, If
oh,
you-
I don't matter all of a sudden that you told me
I
because
told-
I like
Yeah,
Deshaun
you got
Watson
that.
with 2 interceptions.
if the Packers go beat not Arizona, Atlanta in Atlanta next week, they're winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go put money on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Money on it, cause we're in Vegas.
Don't gamble.
Hey, that's really what it's gonna come down to. That's the game I definitely want to see because this is
That's
next
gonna
week's
be
game
televised,
against
if not,
Atlanta
they're
is
crazy.
really gonna be.
The Packers Atlanta game. If that's not televised,
That's the game of the week.
yeah, I was gonna say if that's not televised nationally, the NFL is crazy.
Yeah. But like I said, this game for the Packers in Atlanta, this is gonna be the game where I'm really gonna be paying attention.
This is gonna test our defense.
This is really gonna test the Packers defense and see if they can go the extra mile. Because I mean, it's week 1. Everybody's hyped. Everybody's fresh from all the rest and whatnot. Going into week 2, that's what we're gonna see if the Packers are brand new defense, or they're their same old defense where they're gonna depend on
Get
Aaron
blown
Rodgers
out
to
by
keep-
Titans,
Yeah.
Redskins, back-to-back weeks
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah, and then just hoping Aaron Rodgers can bomb it every single week.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
Hail Mary!
yeah, right. And that's just.
Well, you think that boy's Catholic after that many, right?
That boy can throw a ball.
He can. When we're out on the field today, when you guys were doing the punting thing, I kind of backed up a little bit, and I was like, man, I can hit the crossbar from 40 yards out, and I have to give it a lot to get there, and this dude just launches it from
Off the back
Extra
foot.
30 yards, dude.
Yeah.
I need to go downstairs for some water.
Fool could throw 40 off the back foot.
Have one drink.
What games do we have left?
We got 6 more, I think. 7. Cowboys and Giants, 19-3.
Cowboys and Giants. Woo! I want to talk about that game.
That was a
Yeah,
fun
12
game to
guys.
watch.
After I
have
found
to split at 12.
Okay.
Oh, you got
Like
8
10
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
after I found out Zeke was playing and Odell wasn't, I knew that was.
Yeah,
That was
I knew it was. Well, I mean, even with Odell playing, I think Cowboys still would have came on top.
Yeah, probably. With Zeke playing, yeah.
With Zeke playing, yeah,
Well,
Cowboys would have come on top.
and again, as one of the many teams, that O-line was crap. They had no running game for the Giants.
Eli was bad.
Yeah, Brandon Marshall did not show up at all. Eli Manning actually got a good pass off to him, and Brandon Marshall was not even looking for the ball. I mean, he was just like through the whole game.
That made me mad though, because I had started Eli Manning. Got me 6 total fantasy points.
He's one of the worst fantasy quarterbacks. I don't know why you would draft him.
I picked him because of Shepard. I picked him because he has Brandon Marshall
Odell.
and Odell. He's got 3 pretty good receivers, and I thought he was going to be able to put up points, but I guess not if he doesn't have Odell there.
I'll tell you what though. I know it's just week 1, but especially compared to what the product they've been putting out, that Cowboys defense looked pretty good. I know it was against the Giants offense.
Without Odell.
Yeah, but they still. I'm sure that they still got to work. Got to do some work at corner, especially since Orlando Scandrick's out. But their front 7 looked pretty good.
Sean Lee, yeah.
Yeah, Sean Lee was a monster. I was like, I saw him blow up a play in the backfield. I went up, got something to eat. I came back, sat down, and next thing I know, he's blowing up another play. I was just like,
Yeah.
this dude's been injured for 2 years. Can you imagine what their defense might have looked like if he played?
Who?
He's always
Sean Lee.
always injured.
Yeah, he's just injury
He's
prone.
such a smart dude, man. He's just, I mean, the instant a couple of those run plays were called, he was like in the hole, unblocked, just. And there was one play where he shed like 3 blockers, basically just brushed by them, and then just made a tackle for like -2 yards. I'm like, how is this dude doing this? It was nuts.
It's magic, man.
But like I said,
It was like that. It was like it's like the osmosis process.
Yeah,
It went
see,
straight
like,
through.
the Giants are a weird team. They're just over. I think last year they were just overly hyped because Odell was being the biggest crybaby.
Nah, that's what wasn't hyped. Their defense is what was hyped.
Yeah.
No, I mean
They have not since week 13 of last year scored more than 20 points.
yeah. Like I said, I honestly
I
think
could
the
do
Giants
magic
are
for
just
this camera.
are just an over.
Are you trying to do Jabrizi?
It's just a media Giant team because Odell is the biggest like crybaby ever.
Yeah.
They're always on the media because, like I said, Eli Manning is supposed to be Eli Manning, and then fucking Odell Beckham is the biggest crybaby ever. And then they had a good defense.
Yeah.
That was the only reason why
They had one
Giants
of the
even
top
were
3
even
defenses
mentioned
right at the end
in
of the year. And everyone's like, oh, playoff Eli. And then nothing.
Yeah, no. That's not gonna happen.
The one game that went almost exactly how I expected to, I thought it would be a little closer than 10, but it's kind of still a pretty good game on both
You're not on
sides.
the camera, bro.
I know, I'm like...
Raiders
still here.
versus Titans, 26-16.
I am.
It was in Tennessee, so that's why I thought it was gonna be like more like a 3 to 7 point game.
Right.
I figured the Raiders were gonna win. I think that's what I call it, right?
I have no idea. I thought the Titans would win.
Yeah, but I don't know, maybe I picked something different. But when I went to watch that game, at that time thought the Raiders were gonna win. I might have picked something different.
Well, see,
But
now that Carr's back, and he's playing now, and now with the new addition of Mr. Beast Mode himself,
he looked great.
he looked great. for not playing for one. I mean,
He's
it's only
fresh.
what, one season, right?
He's
Yeah,
fresh.
but
Yeah,
I mean, you think
so-
about all these people that we're talking about that aren't in football shape. He was in football shape.
Yeah, he was in football shape.
Well, he knew he was coming back.
He
to the Raiders.
blew up a defensive lineman, a tackle.
That shit was hella funny.
It was like the dude was like
That shit was
the dude
hella
just
funny.
got
You seen that?
knocked flat on his ass.
That shit was hella
Yeah, that
funny.
shit was-
I watched it
It
in
is.
slow motion, and you can just like see the defensive lineman's face, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
He's like, he's like sitting. He's like, damn, I just got hit by a beast mode.
He's like, "I'm gonna keep this jersey and sell it."
Like,
But it's, with the
we're past
the
this
return
Okay.
of Derek Carr,
And
I'll go set with you.
Since you
Let
know
me
so
just
much
cover
about
this
him.
real quick. But like for me wise personally, with the return of Derek Carr,
That's yours then.
for me personally, with the return of Derek Carr as quarterback now, it definitely shows that the Raiders are a contending team for me. You know what I mean? Like,
I think they were last
With
year.
the- with
but
the-
without
oh,
Derek Carr in the
but
playoffs.
without Derek Carr in the playoffs, it definitely went downhill.
McGloin.
But it just shows to
And
you
without
that
him, we can all scoot a little
that
bit.
Derek Carr is a good quarterback.
Maybe
You
we
know what I
shouldn't bring in that other dude because I don't know if we got room for
That's what I said, fool.
What
I'm just gonna bring something for him to sit down on the floor. Like
So-
I got a friend who's going to college for this stuff.
going to college for
sports stuff.
sports stuff?
Yeah.
Nah,
To be a leading member of BSSN.
I would think he'd be like too straightforward with all this. Remember, we're the BSSN, bro. We just bullshit half of this.
He can do
Bronson.
that too.
Too straight.
Yeah, too straightforward. Half of that is bullshit.
Half of this
Those
is
are all-
copyrighted from NFL.com. I plagiarized all the stats. The next game is Eagles and Redskins, and I honestly don't remember how the hell I picked this game.
I think I picked the Redskins.
I'm
I
pretty
think I
sure I
did
picked
too.
the Eagles.
I think I picked the Redskins because I thought Kirk Cousins would do something, anything at all, which he didn't. Nothing. Nothing out of that guy. Literally nothing. I was watching that game. I'm sitting there thinking, this fool's in a contract year. He ain't doing nothing. If anything, the best thing out
That
of
was
that
at
game was
home,
Carson
too.
Wentz.
That game was at home, and he just
Carson Wentz just killed them.
yeah, it was not.
It wasn't pretty.
Didn't the Eagles
What is
start
it,
out like
Nelson?
6-0 last year? Something like that?
No,
4, something like that.
I think they were 3-1. I don't
No, I
know.
think they were 4-0 because they were one of the last undefeated teams.
Okay.
It was them and like the Vikings that were undefeated.
Yeah, remember
And then
once
they
we got
lost,
to,
and then the
once
Vikings
we got
were
to
undefeated.
week 4,
I think they were 4-0,
there was
and
a
then
lot of teams that got knocked off
I think they were 4-0.
because they lost to the Steelers. Oh no, that was the one of the teams that they beat. That everybody was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
Right? Something wrong. It was either their first loss or one of the teams that they beat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know about that game. That was, and then another one. I figured it was going to be like 12-9 because both teams were just that bad. But I didn't realize how much worse the Colts were against the Rams, 46-9. I thought that was going to be like a 3 to 7 point game, super low scoring.
I'm glad the Colts lost.
I really don't care either way.
I now hate the Colts for other reasons, but I hate the Colts.
I don't even know.
And
To
I'm
say about
pretty
that
sure I picked the Rams to win that
game.
game.
Scott Tolzien
It was,
Sorry,
he was
bro.
exactly what we thought he was going to be.
used to be on the
Nothing
Packers.
more, nothing less. He was just Scott Tolzien.
Hey, thanks Ted Thompson for dropping that scrub. But yeah, that game wasn't close.
I don't know. I don't know how much truth there is. If there's any reports, or if it's still just actual rumors. But I guess there's talk about Andrew Luck wanting to get the hell out of there.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah.
They don't have an offensive line. They don't have defense.
Well, the thing is his agent is denying it, but his agent is also his uncle. So I don't really know.
Fire him. Obviously.
Well, no, his agent is saying no. That's not what Andrew said. You know, that might be just some leak that you guys have heard from some random thing, and it's not true. But I don't. It was just.
They just look bad. They need something to change.
Yeah. One of the teams that I think did pretty well, and they got us, but they're going to be overrated after a couple weeks. Panthers.
I don't know.
They're 23-3. The score against the 49ers, and they got the Bills next week at home.
Yeah, they have a cakewalk schedule.
Yeah, they're going to be.
They have a
2-0,
cake
and
schedule?
Like, oh, Panthers are back. Blah blah blah. Cam Newton's shining.
I don't know.
49ers.
Let's not forget they
After
were just
Ruben
in the
Foster
Super
got
Bowl.
hurt. Yeah, no, but last year they shit the bed almost
That
harder
was-
than I've ever seen anyone shit.
But
the
that
bed.
was almost solely on Cam Newton's play. In
Yeah,
my
but-
opinion.
But a lot of the reason they got to the Super Bowl was because their defense played well for a while.
Well, Cam
But
Newton won MVP
Cam Newton
that
also
year.
won or was playing well, but he's so up and down and he's so moody.
Well,
He's
not
so-
that year.
Well, yeah, because they were winning. But as soon as they start losing a couple games in a row, he goes back to towel on the head, poor attitude. You saw when they lost the Super Bowl, he walked out on the interview because he thought he heard people talking behind. I don't know what they said or if they actually said anything or what,
I think
but
that team is all
and
on
he gave
Cam's.
us in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did. That team's all on Cam's play. If he plays like he did the MVP year, they'll be good. They probably win that division. Nah, well, maybe they have the Falcons.
If
that
Christian
division.
McCaffrey develops, he's got some help. Because I don't think Jonathan.
That's an interesting team. I don't know.
I don't think Jonathan Stewart's going to be the great back that everybody. He's been a pretty solid back for them, but I think that he's going to start declining.
That's an interesting team. I don't know.
Yeah. Can you see what their third game is, Josh, for the Panthers, for their schedule? Because I had this weird feeling that it's going to be like 3-0 or 4-0, and everyone's just be like, oh my gosh, the Panthers are back. They're winning all the games. Blah blah blah, and then they're never gonna play any real teams as soon as they get to like Packers or Patriots, Chiefs.
Oh, they have such a easy schedule till week 4. They play the Saints after the Bills,
That's divisional though, so it's gonna be tougher than you think.
and then after that they play the Patriots.
They're gonna be 3-0.
They're gonna beat
Everybody's
the
like,
Patriots.
oh man, they might give the Patriots a run for their money, and then the
Watch.
Patriots are gonna smack
Watch, they're gonna beat the Patriots. Where's the game at? It's in Carolina. They're gonna win.
No, it's. It looks like it's in Foxborough.
If it's in Carolina, they win.
It's in
I don't know.
It's at Foxborough.
They're gonna lose by
to
5.
me,
They play the Bills at
To
home.
me, it depends
they
on how
play
the
the
Patriots
Saints at
plays.
home. They're going to be 3-0 and then lose terribly to the Patriots.
I don't know about terribly. That defense is still good.
yeah, I don't know.
They have such an easy schedule.
Yeah, I think they have the easiest schedule in football.
They play the Buccaneers twice. How much easier can you get?
Playing the Dolphins twice.
They only play us once.
I know, but you asked what could be easier than playing the Bucks twice. I said playing the Dolphins twice.
No.
If you want to play stupid, don't get set up for your team.
Oh.
Whoa!
Yes, sir. There it is.
Saints Vikings 19-29.
That shit was gonna happen.
That
Saints have zero defense. The Saints probably have the Saints or the Colts have the worst defense in football.
honestly, I don't even know. The Saints might have a worse defense. The only reason they
Oh,
scored points
oh.
is because they have Drew Brees. That's it. If
I
they had
am
Scott Tolzien, they probably wouldn't score any points until maybe week 6. And they'd be like, "Oh damn, we got a field goal! Woo!"
They're both terrible defenses. Awful,
Yeah.
literally awful.
Yeah.
But I knew that. I think the Vikings are probably the same team that they were last year. They start out hot, Sam Bradford, then he falls off like he always does.
Well, the thing is they got pretty good O-line play, but the thing is it's 5 all new offensive linemen.
it's
So
Sam
how long
Bradford.
is that going to hold? Yeah, that too.
That's what it is. That's what I think.
But Dalvin Cook is actually taking some pressure off him because Adrian Peterson wasn't playing too well last year.
Still, it's Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
I have zero faith in Sam Bradford because I don't think he's ever going to play a game. I don't think any quarterback should ever get Matthew Stafford 135 and he hasn't won a playoff game. Like how? Derek Carr hasn't won a playoff game.
He would have if he didn't break his leg.
Debatable.
I think that game would have been easy.
Either way, neither of them have won a playoff game, and they're the highest paid quarterbacks. How does that happen? I don't know. I think it's ridiculous.
I don't know, but I think Matthew Stafford's doing everything he can to earn that money, though. He's playing pretty good so far.
But I don't care. He hasn't won a playoff game.
I know.
Not even not just.
I'm just saying, you know, if
Like,
you're gonna pay somebody
playoff
like Joe
game.
Flacco and then they shut out and they quit playing, because they only really had one good stint and got to the Super Bowl and won, and they're like, oh, let's give you all the money.
I just think that you got to win a playoff game to get that money. At least one playoff game.
Who else are gonna? Well, the Lions gonna sign?
But fucking win a playoff game before
Well, but who else are they gonna?
like
sign
they didn't
for?
have to give him that big of a contract
No,
for
they
him to stay.
did. But the way the things are going, every new quarterback contract for one of the top 10 is going to be the next biggest contract.
I think they could have saved salary cap, got him better pieces around him, and maybe won a playoff game.
Ooh.
Well, they got Abdullah now. The defense is not that bad, but and they got Golden Tate, and they got that rookie who got the 2 touchdowns I was telling you about. So maybe they did get some pieces in the draft.
Bad
And
moves,
like
I
I
guess.
told Josh, is what happens a lot of times is the
Keep
guys
going,
that do that, they get all their money, a lot of their money up front, the guaranteed money, and then 2 years later they restructure it and say, okay, we're gonna make less money so we can build pieces around you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the rookie contracts are going to come out and different stuff like that. And maybe when they got to renew Golden Tate and get some defensive players. But that's what happens. Like I think that's happened 3 times with Tom Brady. They give him a lot.
Tom Brady
of
doesn't make crap compared to the rest of the quarterbacks.
That's
of
what I'm
his
saying.
caliber.
Well, that's what I'm saying is normally what they do is when he signs a new deal, they give him a lot of guaranteed money, and then they restructure, you know, a year or 2 later, and get capped down so they can sign whoever they want.
Right.
Because he gets all the bonuses every year. He gets endorsements. His wife makes 15 times as much as him, so he don't care. Last game from last week, Chargers Broncos.
The Chargers lost that in such a Chargers way.
The Chargers fucked my ticket in such a Chargers way.
wasn't.
That was a Chargers loss to bring it. They're like, oh, we're gonna make the comeback. We're gonna make the comeback.
they
Let's
made
get the
the
field goal. Let's make the field. Oh, we're gonna.
Blocked.
It's blocked.
Yeah, but
They
the thing
made-
It's such a
they
Chargers
made-
way to lose.
it's not like he shanked the field goal.
No,
the
I
Broncos
know.
broke
No.
through and blocked the field
No,
goal.
no. I'm not saying that it was.
It's not the Chargers' fault per se.
I know, but it's just a Charger way to lose.
It's
Yeah,
just
but they
Charger
do.
escalated.
Oh,
Exactly. Brunson gets it.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not saying.
I get that, but overall, they look like a much better team than they have in the past.
All
Yeah.
I'm saying is
But it
the
was still
only,
a Chargers way to
the
lose.
real only
It was,
reason
but they're not the same Chargers they were.
the real only reason the Chargers made that comeback is so I wouldn't win my ticket. If I didn't bet that game, the game's not
yeah,
like
at least
that.
you didn't lose money.
Yeah, I pushed, but still. I bet you if I didn't bet that game, the Broncos win that game by 17.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
Yeah, but see, an interception made a difference.
Stop looking at me.
They have Phillip Rivers, though, not Tom Savage.
Yeah, no, but they also have Deshaun Watson, who scored literally their only 2 touchdowns.
2.
Yeah, he scored 1 in the first week, 1 in the second week.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in that game. I was like, number 4 didn't score 2 touchdowns in that game.
That's what I said. All season they've
Oh.
scored 2 touchdowns that they've scored.
Yeah, but it wasn't
Both
from
by
him
Deshaun
passing.
Watson.
It was him running.
Yeah, but
Because they don't have an offensive line, apparently.
yeah, but
At
he
all.
still
I
was
don't
able
want to hear nobody complain about not having an offensive line unless you go for the Dolphins. Because
Dog, what you mean Aaron Rodgers was the most sacked quarterback a few years ago?
1 year out of and every year around that for the 3 years before and after is all been Tannehill.
literally
Hey, I was there though. You can't tell me I haven't felt your pain.
One time. Oh, you
don't have
act
to-
like
no.
you didn't have the smoothest transition between Favre and
And
Rodgers.
8-8.
8-8 is my life as a Dolphins fan. Every year it's 8-8, 8-8.
Yo.
Tannehill most
Yo.
sacked quarterback in the
Favre-
NFL.
Favre had a 4-12 season.
Oh, let me hear about that. The Dolphins had like 3 wins the entire season 1 year.
The only reason they had double-digit wins, other than last year and like the last 15 years, is because they were like, "Oh, let's go Wildcat," And then the next year, everybody was like, "Oh, well, we fucking figured out that," and then they didn't win anymore.
Yeah, you can shut your charger not charger, your fucking.
Hey, I'm just saying, Aaron Rodgers was the most.
You can shut your Packer loving self.
Was Aaron Rodgers
You
not
can shut your slower than Tom Brady ass up.
Was Aaron Rodgers
Hey,
not?
fast.
Was Aaron Rodgers not the most sacked quarterback of the year?
Look at the bigger picture.
Guess who was second?
Guess
Who was a very, very close second?
I just wanted to answer the question.
1 year out of the 7
And-
that Tannehill has.
And yes or no?
You can't get complete.
Yes or no?
You can't.
Yes or no? Was he
Yes,
not?
but you cannot.
Okay.
complain. You
Point-
cannot complain.
Point proven.
We have felt your pain, dude.
All right.
You shut your mouth.
We have felt your pain.
It's not the same.
It is the same.
It is not the same.
It is the same. He broke his calf.
No. See, it is the same. Yours is just ongoing. Ours was just for like a season.
That's why it's not the same. It's because that's all he's ever had to deal with.
It's like
Since
You
I've
guys were
been
like,
born,
damn.
they have
Oh,
made
okay,
the
we
playoffs
fixed it.
once or twice. You guys go to the playoffs. Oh look, Packers another playoff run every single year.
Hey, it's not my fault we can run the table, boy.
Yeah, Eli Manning's done
No,
it more
but
than Aaron
see-
Rodgers has.
See, but the thing here is, it's like, you know,
Jimmy Garoppolo has
You
more
want-
Super Bowl
you
rings
wanna
than
turn
Aaron
to
Rodgers.
ultimatums.
Therefore, Jimmy Garoppolo is a better quarterback. He has more Super Bowl rings. Let's look at that. More Super Bowl rings than Aaron
I know,
Rodgers.
right?
It's like saying Tom Brady's a better quarterback, right?
I will never say that. Tom Brady is the most overrated player to me in the
Ever.
history of the NFL.
Ever.
but
I
apparently
agree.
he's the GOAT.
I agree.
Can you
At being
give me
overrated,
out of
sure.
his five Super Bowls? How many did he actually
One.
win?
You give Tom
One.
you
One.
you give Bill Belichick another quarterback, that system wins.
Jimmy G.
You take Tom Brady to another coach,
Nothing.
probably doesn't win nearly as
He'll be
much.
an Alex
if he
Smith.
makes the Super, yeah, probably.
Jimmy G could have won the Super Bowls that Tom Brady won.
The only year Tom Brady had a good deep ball was when he had Randy Moss. Randy freaking Moss.
Yep.
Who was basically...
Don't get me started on Tom
who
Brady
was-
because that shit pisses me off every time.
What, basically, Randy Moss was the Odell Beckham of his time.
No, Odell
was
Beckham
better.
is the Randy Moss of our time.
Yeah,
basically.
Randy Moss is way better.
Why do you think everybody
Yeah,
says you just got Moss?
I never said, oh, Odell.
No,
Oh, you
that's
got-
not not how it works, kiddo.
That's called Moss. He's got Moss on. Okay. Y'all young. and
You can
dumb.
yell
Go,
Odell
you
if you can catch it one-handed on the sideline. That you could say is Odell. If you catch it over somebody, that's getting mossed.
No, if you catch one-handed, that's called Chris Carter.
We're going way back.
He played with Randy Moss. You're talking an extra 6 years.
Chris Carter was a Dolphin though, so we all good. He was a Dolphin.
I know, but you're going way back. But it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay, guys. You
Hey, all the Dolphins need to do is bring back Dan Marino. We need to bring back Zach Thomas. We need to bring back. We need to, Zonka. We need to bring back.
All right.
All right, moving on. Moving on.
Go do the injuries. Oh,
No, I have the injuries, right?
I have the injuries over
I
here.
gave him the injuries.
Oh, I need to write on my little card that that's finished. That took an hour to do. Okay.
That's why I told you this was gonna be long because we missed a bunch of shit.
Yep.
I can't believe this motherfucker just brought up Larry Zonka.
Oh yeah.
But says, Chris Carter, oh, you're going way back.
You went Dan Marino.
You went,
Zonka.
you went UFL on me. And you forgot the game meter on top.
And we need to also bring back Jason Taylor.
Okay,
What
shut
was
up.
that?
Get your
Okay.
whatever.
Get your injuries out of the way.
Hold up, I need to. Hey, you guy.
I will admit, half the reason Josh scratches his head is because of us.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
About-
funny.
About 75% of it.
Well, 75% of it is
when he
what
kept
was.
missing all the field goals, I literally want to kill myself, and we just laughed.
Yeah.
As he takes his helmet off, throws it, and he goes, and he lays on the ground like in the fetal position, like SpongeBob photosynthesis. He's like, I want to.
I look like Tom Brady when he throws picks. Just sits there, grabs his.
I love when Tom Brady gets mad. It makes me so happy. So
Me
happy.
too.
Like when he lost to the Packers and they had that clip of him just going. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, it like there was no bigger happiness in the
Question.
world
I have a question for
than
you.
seeing Tom Brady like.
Why do you work tonight?
What do you mean water work tonight?
You got your last time I talked to you. You said you got your schedule changed and you do
Yeah,
not
but
work.
then they switched it back again because we had some stuff going on. But like I said, I don't work till like 4 in the morning. So.
All right, injury report.
You're just dumping like crumbs and shit.
First
I
one, Odell
up in my
Beckham
area.
Jr. New
My
York
ankle's been for
Giants.
6 weeks.
He got an ankle.
Cracked like a son of a bitch.
So wait, what happened with that?
I
Did
don't know.
one of his teammates like juke him out so hard that he broke his ankle or something?
No, he juked himself.
He has a high ankle sprain.
Yeah. I don't.
Looks like he
It
was
no
a
surgery.
sit
It was in the
for
game, or
2
preseason.
weeks.
I thought it was 4 to 6.
That's what this note right here says.
I think it's 4 to 6.
Out for, still out for week 2.
He's out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah. He said today in an interview that this thing normally takes 4 to 6 weeks to heal, and we're 2 weeks in, or takes a little over a month, and we're barely 3 weeks in, or something like that.
All right.
He,
In that case, I'm gonna drop Odell, or not Odell. I'm gonna drop Eli Manning.
Nah, keep it, man.
He
Please,
Please.
play him every
I-
week.
Yeah.
Every
he's
week.
just lucky he doesn't need surgery. A lot of times high ankle sprains need surgery.
Yeah, like the next injury.
The next injury. That's a good.
Segue.
I see you there, bud.
Couldn't think of that's a good.
David Johnson, Arizona Cardinals, dislocated wrist, out for 2 to 3 months.
He had to get surgery.
He
Yeah.
did have to get surgery.
He's going to.
Yeah.
He is totally effed up.
Yeah, that's that Cardinals team.
Safety Eric Berry, Kansas City Chiefs, tore his Achilles. Is out for the season.
That sucks so bad. I love that guy. That sucks so bad for the Chiefs and Eric Berry because I think Eric Berry's one of my favorite NFL players. Just because of his story. He's got such a cool
Like,
story.
Oh, I was out for a season because I beat cancer. I come back for a season. We almost make a Super Bowl. We suck. Now we look better. Oh, look, I can't play again.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Also, I'm calling it. It's either going to be the Dolphins or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are going to win the Super Bowl this year real quick. Is because there's a thing with hurricanes going through some cities and then winning the Super Bowl. So it's either going to
Were
be...
you talking about New Orleans, dog? Like,
You mean one
that was
time?
one time.
There one time, it's either-
There's this thing. Yeah, thing one time.
it's going to be...
Not a historical reoccurrence. This one
What
time.
about Houston,
Yeah,
dog?
I was going to mention that.
Dallas?
Dallas don't matter.
That's in Texas.
Dallas ain't going to the... No, it was Houston. It's not... not Dallas.
Houston has never been to the Super Bowl.
Are they going to be?
Are you talking about when they were Oilers?
No, I'm talking
No,
about
right
he's talking
now.
about hurricanes
Okay.
hitting and then teams going to Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Well, Texas.
It's gonna be
There's Dallas,
Texas.
Texas.
It's gonna be Buccaneers. Or it's gonna be Dolphins.
Okay, whatever you say.
Don't take that
Whatever you say,
serious.
gypsy.
He said,
Andrew Luck, Indianapolis Colts, shoulder. Still on injury reserve. No timetable for return.
Whoa, what a bust those guys were. RG3 and Andrew Luck. Get them out the league.
Cam Newton, too.
I will still take Andrew Luck over Aaron Rodgers every time.
Oh, you skip Bayless.
RG3.
They both. You said both.
I don't know.
He did say both.
He
actually.
literally had an argument with himself about Aaron Rodgers. Okay?
About Aaron Rodgers.
That video was
It was funny as shit.
just it's Skip Bayless.
That guy's an idiot.
Yep.
Wide receiver Danny
I wish that
Amendola.
guy didn't say such stupid stuff. That way we don't ever talk about him, and he wouldn't have money and wouldn't be on TV.
Yeah.
Because that guy is an idiot. He just says stuff so that people watch, and they're like, "Oh, you're an idiot." Yeah, well, you watch my show and you give me money.
pretty much.
Alright. Danny Amendola, New England
And
Patriots.
then-
Hey! You shut your mouth!
What?
Danny Amendola, New England Patriots, is out with the concussion, may or may not play. See, I was going to play him in my fantasy league because he's going up against the Saints,
The Aints.
but he got a concussion up in that brain. So
Kind of concussion up in that brain.
I don't think I'm going to play him, even though he still wants me to
Sounds
play.
like you have a hole where yours is supposed to be.
Well, just check before the game starts. Maybe he might play. You never know.
Who knows?
Yeah, but still, we're probably limited.
Yeah, limited, maybe a few.
So,
snaps.
linebacker Dante Hightower, New England Patriots, has a knee injury.
Mm.
Anybody want to?
I haven't seen a timetable on his return. There might be one, but he's actually one of the better linebackers they have, so that might actually really hurt their defense, especially in the run game.
Defensive end Myles Garrett, Cleveland Browns, also ankle out again Sunday.
Why are you even talking about injuries on those teams?
It's on my list.
What are you talking about? Cleveland almost had a chance to beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that is true.
No.
But then again, last season they almost beat the Dolphins.
That's not
And then
hard
look
to
how
do.
they're
Don't
season.
even.
No, you shut up. You shut up. The Dolphins made the playoffs. The Dolphins made the playoffs. I don't want to hear it. You shut up.
Because they had to play Cleveland.
Here he goes. Right, starting the fire.
I'm not doing this podcast with you no more.
That was literally every trigger of his arsenal all in one.
All in one.
God, do me angry.
Y'all want to explain what God do me angry mean?
On to the next injury.
So we got here the next injury. Cornerback at the. What the hell kind of name is that?
Orlando Scandrick.
I just mentioned him earlier. He said, I did. What kind of name?
What kind of list is this? There's no Julian Edelman.
Yeah, because we didn't. Actually, we didn't talk about him. I forgot where he got to. If you don't know by now,
I'm
you
a
probably
big
don't follow
job.
sports that heavily, which really surprises me.
I'm
that
gonna
you're
go ahead.
watching.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put y'all back now, okay?
Julian Edelman is out for the entire season. I forgot to mention it.
Sorry as a person, Julian.
Yes.
No, that's not good. I had Tom Brady.
Yes.
Even though I don't want him to play. Can he only be injured against Dolphins, please? Like, can that be a thing?
Alright, what's
That's the last
what's
injury.
Yeah, screw the injuries, bro.
That went by pretty quickly.
Yeah, what's the next thing we feelings to talk about? Where y'all getting water from?
I don't know. I didn't get water.
I had this water bottle and I just started filling it up.
Power rankings. All you, baby.
Oh yeah!
All I heard you say was power, and I thought Rangers was following right after that. I don't know why, but that's...
Go go Powerpuff Girls! Oi! There you go.
He saw
Number one, boys. Power rankings don't mean anything, but it's nice to see your favorite team as number one.
It does. It does.
Didn't go down even though we didn't play.
I think it actually went up.
No, we stayed the same. They went up 3 spots.
So we got
Because people that were ahead of them lost.
that
Oh, yeah,
bad man Aaron Rodgers
Jake Cutler.
and his Green Bay Packers number one in the power.
Number
rankings.
one, bro. Number one.
You guys would be a
power
much
rankings.
better team if Matt Stafford was there.
At this, really, at this point,
Hey,
at this point, we
they
should.
need to trade Aaron Rodgers for that other bad man,
Tom
Drew,
Savage.
I'm going to say
Drew
Drew
Brees.
Bledsoe. Y'all need to get some Drew Bledsoe action up in that Green Bay area.
Y'all need some Ryan Leaf in your life.
Number two,
Number 2.
I'm gonna disregard everything these morons are saying. The Kansas City Chiefs.
I
Now
think
this
they're
for
a very
me-
close second.
Oh, Canada!
He thinks they should be second.
They should
I
be,
think they should have been one.
they should be second. They're right there where they belong.
See, I'm a Packers fan, but I don't think the Packers are.
I think the Packers played a much better defense. That's why.
Yep.
And still had a very convincing win, not allowing Seattle to score a touchdown.
Tom, I 100% agree with you.
I think it's a toss-up. I think they're probably 1 and 2, but I think it should be
I
swapped.
want to give this guy a chance to talk, but then he starts talking sometimes.
My only reasoning behind the Chiefs should be number 1 is they went into New England, beat your defending Super Bowl champs, bad.
After we all thought they were going to
Bad.
be
And
better.
and people were like, "Oh, 16-0, 16-0." And the messed up part about it is, it was the rookie wide receiver that scored half their fucking.
Well,
points.
that's understandable though because it's a new guy. You can't really read him. You've never seen him before.
No, I
The
don't
quarter-
mean crap. I don't mean crap.
All the rookies this
I
week.
don't mean crap.
It's quarterbacks are the ones that are harder to read.
Yeah.
That's why.
Just let me say what I'm gonna say.
What kind of accent was that? Alright, continue.
That was a
That's
hot
all I
dog
had to say.
accent.
No, but see, here, Josh, let me give you an example. Video gaming, Call of Duty tournaments. You're not gonna have somebody come out brand new out of nowhere and then beat a championship
It
team.
literally happened a lot, actually.
Still, wait, did they win championships? Yeah, they might have
Yes,
won.
they did.
They might have
It
won a
literally
match.
happened. It was Complexity was going for their whateverth championship in a row that they were going to win. This new team came up out of nowhere named Strictly Business, and they gave them the strict business.
Dog, that was relegation. That wasn't even a tournament for money.
See,
Shut up.
I'm talking about the big stages, dude. I'm not talking about no. Oh, complexity. We're just in this
That's the
tournament.
air going out of your argument.
Like not a tournament where complexity is
They
gonna
won-
treat
they
them like
won
a
champions.
practice.
It was champs, right?
No, they won champs after that. Complexity won champs.
I know it was a qualifier or something.
It was a
for
qualifier
champs.
for champs, and then with no money on the line, it was just for seeding. And they got the number 1 seed and then lost to Complexity.
That's what I'm
At
saying.
champs.
That's what I'm saying.
Shut up.
That's
What
I'm
about
calling it.
FaZe? What about FaZe?
What about them?
FaZe
Didn't do nothing.
Apex? They beat.
Apex.
He's just listing off shit now.
Anyway,
But anyway,
What
that's what I'm
about that
saying.
one time
That's
I
what
played
impressed me the most. This is why I think Kansas City should be at the number 1 seat. Yes, me and Lathan are Green Bay Packers fans, and it's nice to see that we're number 1. But in all honesty,
in this room,
the
shit,
two-
I'd be happy to be in top 10.
in all honesty,
Well, I'm supposed to be close to the top 10. You draft somebody or you pick up somebody like Cutler and you go.
The one we just checked.
Do I need to remind you guys the Jay Cutler stats versus the Green Bay Packers? He has more interceptions thrown than touchdowns. He'd be better if the Dolphins had Packers uniforms.
yeah, that's a
Oh,
bad.
you want to talk about? You want to talk about some Jay Clutchler stats? Tell me this. Tell me this.
Are you getting ready to do a sermon, or are
What's
you
up,
talking
man?
about
What's up?
stats?
What's up?
Tell me this.
Tell me
All
something
right.
about- Tell me something about Jay
Tell
Cutler.
me something.
Tell me
Tell me something about Jay Cutler.
I can
Alright.
always head on to the.
We gonna give Matthew Stafford all this money, but since Matthew Stafford joined the league, him and Jay Cutler had the same stats within literally 1% of each
You
other.
want to know what's funny? Even more funny, to elaborate more on that, is that Jay Cutler is taking the Bears to an NFC Championship, and Matt Stafford doesn't want to play.
Literally makes no sense why Stafford's getting that money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next.
I'm just throwing that out there that Stafford doesn't want to play a game. Cutler is taking them to the NFC Championship. Cutler still sucks.
virtually
He
the
did,
same
but
stats.
Cutler still sucks. But anyway, number 3. This is one I'm kind of upset about. The Patriots. How do you lose that bad in your stadium and only fall
I
to
think
3?
outside the top 5,
6,
I think 5.
maybe 7.
I think 5 exactly.
I think 6, probably.
Well, okay. See
Maybe.
here.
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
4.
I think
they go
5.
down to 4.
I think
I put the well. We kind of got. Let's just go through because then we got it. So number 4 is the Raiders. Number 5 is
I
the
would put-
Falcons.
I would put Raiders ahead of the Patriots.
I would
and
too.
I would drop Falcons down like 3 spots.
I don't think 3. I think
the Cowboys are better than the Falcons.
so. We got 6 Cowboys, 7 Seahawks, 8 Steelers, 9 Lions, 10 Eagles, and then Vikings, Bucks, Giants, Titans, Dolphins. I don't know how Broncos. So for me, I'd put it. I think I dropped the Patriots down to 5. I think you put the Raiders in 3. I think I put the Seahawks above the Falcons.
Oh yeah, I would put Seahawks above Falcons, but I would not put them
Above the Cowboys.
I wouldn't put them above the Cowboys.
I don't know how the Steelers are behind teams like the Falcons, Cowboys, and Seahawks.
Yeah,
Steelers are back at 8.
I don't know how. Personally, I know you guys disagree, but I think the Lions should be ahead of the Seahawks.
I don't
Lions?
at all.
Yes.
I don't at all.
No.
I think the Lions fall behind. I think the Lions should be 10 behind the Eagles.
I agree.
Lions
I
are
agree
better
with
than the
Lathan.
Eagles.
I agree with Lathan.
I think the Lions are better than the Eagles.
I don't. I think for me, my top 10 would be Chiefs, Packers. Then I'd put the Raiders at 3. I'd probably put the Steelers at 4. I'll put the Cowboys at 5. And I don't know the rest after that. It's kind of
All I know is the Dolphins are so good.
Falcons.
Didn't even
6.
have to play a game, and we went doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo in the power rankings.
Okay, see, like for me wise, I mean, I guess I kind of understand why the Patriots are still kind of in the top 5. I mean,
Not top 5, top 3.
or
Yeah, top three doesn't make sense. They should be.
I
fourth or
could
fifth.
still kind of understand why they're in the top 3. I mean, it is only week 1.
Why are you face palming over there?
Oh, I'm thinking about something.
It
I'll
is only
face
week
palm.
1.
You would see the visible frustration in my jaw.
We can't even see your jaw with all that stuff.
That man hair.
That man.
No, but I mean, like I said, I understand why. I guess I can kind of understand why Patriots are still top 3. I mean, they are the defending Super Bowl champions. Yes, Kansas City, like mollywop them.
Can y'all see me up here?
No, but it's one of those things where week 2 will definitely decide where they're gonna be at.
They
for-
lose week 2, they're falling.
They
out of
lose.
the
They
top
lose
5.
week 2. They're gonna fall out of top 5, guaranteed. And that's gonna be
Who do they
the
got week 3?
that's gonna be the name of their season.
I have no idea.
They're gonna have if they lose week 2,
El
they might
teléfono.
still have a
¿Dónde
winning
está?
record.
You threw a
But
dickwad.
Oh yeah.
Again. This time it didn't hit a windshield.
for
Well,
the power
this
rankings,
time,
they will fall. out.
Amazon looked at my job application and said, "Now we should."
Application. At your job application.
They looked at my job application and said, "Now we good."
Yeah, they're probably watching the podcast.
If Amazon was watching this podcast.
All right, what's next on the list?
Is it
Although-
in between?
They did The
because I unplugged the mic for like half a second or whatnot. Bananas are yellow because of the potassium.
Translation: the Patriots are gonna win.
Exactly.
Patriots versus Saints.
Yep.
You can't seriously be thinking about this game right now.
Well, I'm seriously thinking about this.
Well,
I'm seriously,
Sam Bradford towards that
seriously,
defense.
seriously thinking about this. Okay.
Well, you trying to think about how? Are you trying to count how high the Patriots are gonna win by, or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so y'all were joking.
About the whole thinking about the game, right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah, he
joking.
was,
man. I know Patriots.
I already
are
wrote
gonna
mine
win
down. I already said
Vikings at Steelers.
this. Stellars.
Yeah. I'm going with that in Pittsburgh, right?
Yes.
Stellars are gonna win.
The Stellar Steelers.
I'll take the Steelers just because it's in Pittsburgh. I think otherwise the Lions have a good chance of winning that. I mean, the Lions, the Vikings. You, sir.
You sir, Vikings or Steelers?
I already said Steelers.
All right.
You already said
I'm gonna
Steelers?
start like accepting like weird friends requests.
Hey, don't accept.
Is that like
point
said
sides.
with
I'm gonna
Jets
look for,
at
what's her name?
Raiders.
Rebecca.
Raiders by 21.
No.
What did you say?
I'm gonna go look for Rebecca.
Raiders.
And
Hey, no, get her a job as the Dolphins cheerleader.
Raiders. Raiders.
No, because he knows I'm talking about the other Rebecca.
Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna write Raiders for him.
Wait, what happened?
Raiders versus Jets. It's at Oakland.
I gotta think about this game too.
Lock his ass out. If he's actually throwing up, I'm gonna laugh so much harder.
He throws up for some weird shit. I wouldn't doubt it.
And did you go when we were at the basketball park? No.
I legitimately almost threw up. Not even playing. Those were not just me going.
Dude, no joke. When you went in there, I heard. I was like, if he's actually throwing up, I'm gonna laugh so much harder.
Why would you put that picture? She is
I
literally.
I didn't see. He said that. I didn't say that.
She is literally the ugliest human being alive.
It's all right.
I don't know who we're talking about here, guys,
It's a
but
good Dolphins cheerleader.
anyways, I put Raiders for you because I know you're not gonna pick the Jets.
Throwing that shit.
Okay, wait. What's the game? Raiders and Jets.
Yeah, I put Raiders for you because I know you're not picking the Jets.
This is gonna be a good game.
I'm just writing Raiders for you.
What? Not even like. Okay, fine.
Redskins at Rams. I gotta put the Rams because I bet on them.
I'm putting Rams.
I gotta go with Rams because I have Gurley on my football on my fantasy team. So
Give me my phone.
no, I told you.
Give me
Hold
my
on.
phone.
Hold on.
Give me
Just
my
hold on a
phone.
second.
49ers
I'm
at
doing something
Seahawks.
very
I will
educated
hit
right
this stop record button right now.
Who's Tyler Kent?
Tyler Cunt. That's my old. That's literally what I call him.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro,
Why?
we scared the living shit out of him.
What did you do?
We were on Reddit
Yeah.
and we were reading stories about the deep web,
Oh yeah, okay.
and he didn't have Josh's number.
Oh, you told me.
Oh, I
about
think you
this.
just told me this story.
That
Yeah.
shit was hilarious, funny. He's like, bro, stop. Tell Josh to stop playing with me. I was like, because I was on Skype with him. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, tell Josh to stop playing with me. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? He's like, bro, some number keeps calling me. I'm like, what's the number? And he gives me the number. I'm like, that's not Josh's number. And I made up another number. I was like, this is Josh's number. Like, it's on the fly. And he's like, that's Josh's number? I'm like, well, whose number is this? And I'm like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't know. I looked it up on my phone. I don't have it saved. He was like, well, what the hell?
And I kept texting him because we're looking at the deep web, and I'm texting Tyler. I'm like, you know too much.
Wow.
Yeah.
You found out there is this flag.
No, I'm texting him. You've seen too much. And then he's like,
He's texting me. He's like,
You
yo,
gotta, you
Josh.
gotta do that to what's his name that you work with. I can't believe you found out there's a slap. You know too much.
Dude, he was texting my number. He's like, yo, Josh, stop it. This ain't funny. I was like, I'm not Josh. But now because of you, Josh is dead too. And he's then on top of that,
dude.
so I'm texting him on my phone. At the same time, I'm literally creating a Facebook account named Tyler Kent, and I put it as the anonymous picture as the Facebook profile picture, and I send Tyler Kent a friend request through that Facebook. Dude, he was so freaked out. He blocked that account.
He was like, bro, I'm getting up. I'm going to sleep.
bro, and then he was here like it creeped him out even more because we're still on a Skype call and he could hear me through Lathan's headset, and he's like, bro, I can hear Josh through the headset, and then because he FaceTimed him, and he was like, bro, I'm in bed. That is not Josh, and he's like, dude, I think there's
Oh,
something.
yeah. Because I was on Skype with Josh. Because Tyler actually got off. And I was on Skype with Josh. And Tyler FaceTimed me. And I was like, oh, he's FaceTiming me. So I threw up my headset and jumped in bed. And I answered the FaceTime. And he's like, bro, I could hear Josh laughing in the background. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm in bed. Like, Josh isn't at my house. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, he's on Skype or something. I'm like, bro, I'm in bed. What are you talking about?
Bro, he scared the shit out of him.
It was hella funny.
You guys are terrible people.
Good job, though. He was a dick. He's the reason I quit playing Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
I love him. He's hilarious.
He's a fuck.
Tyler's my homie.
He's an asshole.
Good old Tyler Cunt.
Fuck you. Let's continue.
Seahawks 49ers in Seattle.
Seahawks, dude. Dude, I don't care where San Francisco's playing.
They're losing.
I think the Seahawks are going to win by a pretty good amount. I'm going to laugh my ass off if the 49ers win.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think there's a chance, but I would love it.
And in the last game, Lions at Giants. And I'm going to take the Lions because the Giants looked horrible.
Lions.
The Lions looked absolutely horrible.
They do.
Did you get Madden yet?
No.
So, in terms of our picks differing, Josh, we picked 3 games differently. That's it.
1, 2,
Pick Chargers, I picked Dolphins, you pick.
Broncos, we picked Cowboys, and then I picked Browns, you picked Ravens.
Me and
From
Bronson
there
picked
down?
5 games differently. I had Bucks, he had Bears, I had Chargers, he had Dolphins. I have Ravens, he has Browns, I have Panthers, he has Bills.
So pretty much none of us have the same.
I have Redskins, he has Rams.
You picked the Redskins? Dog, how you gonna do me like that? I bet on the Rams.
Redskins over Rams?
Don't put that negative energy into the air. Change that.
It's 3-1, you got 75% positive.
Cross that out. Change it right now. Which one's you? Right here.
That's it.
Don't knock on that cardboard because it's basically wood. That's it. Bye.
No, I'm not done.
I'm out.
I think we still have like
Yeah.
one more topic of mine actually. I think this should be the last topic right here. Actually.
Yeah.
The biggest blowout for week 2.
Yeah. What do you think?
Seahawks.
I'm gonna say
Not 49ers. I agree.
No, Patriots.
no. I'm gonna say Raiders over Jets.
Oh shit.
Ooh. You know what?
Who has Amari Cooper?
I'm gonna not be an idiot and stick to my first answer and
yeah.
say, what did I say? I forgot what I said.
Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle.
Seattle blows the Rams out.
Who plays the Colts?
The Rams.
That's gonna be the biggest
No,
blowout.
shit.
Oh, they already did.
Just kidding.
No.
That was a joke.
Arizona.
Oh, that's gonna be the biggest blowout
No.
of week 2. That's gonna be the biggest blowout of week 2.
Seahawks. 49-10.
The Colts are going to have the back-to-back biggest blowouts.
49-10.
Yeah, you know what, Alex? I'm gonna go with you, bro. Raiders.
49-10.
Raiders
actually done?
and Jets, dude.
No, you're in the bathroom.
I got a shit.
Well, we're almost done. We only have the biggest blow and then upset pick. Like, who do you think is gonna upset?
What the hell? Super Professor, you're
All right, then yeah, of course. Last topic for going into week 2. Last subject of the night, I guess. Upset pick. Who do you think is gonna upset week 2? Who's
Hey,
gonna be
just to make
the biggest upset for
just to
week
make him mad, I'm gonna say it's gonna be
2? San Francisco over
no.
Seattle.
no. It's gonna be the biggest upset is whoever is on his card on his ticket that he bet.
Probably the Saints over the Patriots.
No, the other one.
Redskins over Rams.
Yeah,
I'm the only one that picked Redskins.
that's gonna be the biggest upset. Even though I didn't pick it, the biggest upset is gonna be
Fuck you, bro. I heard that.
Close the door.
Bro, you're gonna be so angry if you don't win that parlay.
Biggest upset? I didn't even pick any upsets, I don't think.
Browns. It's the only upset I picked.
I guess actually, because no one else wants to go for. Everyone's like, Chargers gonna beat the Dolphins. I'll go that upset.
It's not an upset. The Dolphins are favored.
Are they?
I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go with Jets Raiders.
Fucking
Is that
crazy.
upset?
Yeah.
You just said that was gonna be the biggest blowout.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the biggest upset, and the Jets are gonna blow this shit out of whoever they're playing. Because I can't remember. I don't have a very good.
The Raiders.
There you go.
Yeah. Pretty much the only upset I really picked was the Browns.
I'm gonna go with the.
Nah, I'm just.
Bro, if
Why,
this,
yeah, why am I gonna pick the Jets to fucking
if
win
this
I don't
ain't
blow out?
true,
Nah, it's gonna be the Browns, dude. The Browns
Y'all-
are gonna be the biggest
both
upset.
of you will understand this. You won't understand this.
Bye, bitches.
Y'all both get it, right?
That's all we had to talk about, right?
That's hella bad, dude.
I gotta save that and send it to Trevor.
Oh, I'm gonna change my upset to Browns. It's a Browns game. That's it. Alright, I think that's last topic of the night.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you watched this long,
I hope you still have brain cells.
you're real thugs,
You're real thick.
and we love you very much.
Dude, we love you guys.
Hey, we've
All seven
been
of
doing
you.
real good at this whole 2 hour and 30-minute podcast.
Be sure
Right?
to follow Bullshit Sportsnet,
down
BSSN,
there.
BS Sportsnet on Twitter. We don't really tweet from it, but you can follow it anyway.
We do the
Quotes
the quote.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Follow that boy Lathan if you want a very active sexual Twitter person.
Hawaiian.
You just say sexual? Okay.
Hawaiian Pablo.
Follow those other guys if you want to tweet every 10 days.
I
Maybe.
created that account. I have not tweeted.
So yeah, there you go.
I'm actually.
Hey, I
actually
tweeted
just
about-
started tweeting on my stuff.
Hey,
So
hold up.
pretty much only
Hold up.
follow me. I'm the only one worth following.
Hold
I
up.
love you guys very
I
much.
tweeted something.
Shut up.
You shut up.
It's been a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Be sure to leave a
I'm
like,
angry on that.
comment if you would like.
I tweeted something 15 minutes ago and already got 2 likes.
All right.
Yeah, comment anything you want us to talk about.
Yeah, comment suggestions, comment feedback. We love your
Please give
feedback.
us someone.
Idea of what you guys want us to talk about.
No. Someone,
If you want
please
us to-
leave a comment that is not us in. Someone other than us in this room, leave a comment so we know somebody out there other than us watched this podcast.
If you actually just clicked on it
Yeah.
and skipped to the end, we still love you.
Yeah, we love you either way, cause
Or if you watched it for 3 minutes and somehow accidentally fell asleep.
yeah, even that's cool.
And it was like, oh, damn, I forgot to turn this off. I didn't want to listen to these dumbasses.
Hey, we appreciate that too because that just gives us watch minutes.
Yeah.
Anyways, go Pack Go.
Heads up.